What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. Me and the homie Chewy are headed to the junkyard very late, and we're crossing fingers that they are still open. Granted, today is Christmas Eve. We are going to be revisiting that Civic wagon you guys saw in the last junkyard video. We need a couple of parts from it, and when we get back home, I'll show you guys why. We're about to pull up. We'll see you guys inside. Guys, that was the fastest junkyard run ever. We got to the parking lot and it was like completely closed. There was nothing there. So me and the homie went to go grab some food real quick. We're back at the pad, and while we still have some daylight, I want to show you his new whip. Last night he finally traded the clapped out Integra. The sun is not the one that's disappearing here. It's the freaking clouds that are blocking the sun. A minute ago we had some light. Now clouds moving in the way and the sun is like taking away our light here. So I'm trying to make this quick because it is a little bit sprinkly right now. So the clapped out Integra build, if you guys have been following that build since earlier this year, it's a B20 turbo setup that we did, tuned by REDZONERACE Geif, and the homie Chewy has been driving it periodically throughout this year. No issues, runs great, max pinion rod turbo. And you know, this guy is an EF guy from the get, and I met this guy actually a long time ago, but he got the Integra for a good deal. We did all the work to it. He's been enjoying it, but he's been keeping his eye out for, you know, another EF sedan or an EF wagon. Just so happened that this car pulled up on Facebook Marketplace, and what did you do? You just hit him up and asked me if he wanted to trade? Yeah, and the dude was like, yeah, we done to check it out. So actually a couple of days ago, we went to go check out this car, and we went to go check it out in the middle of the night. But he drove this car, he liked it. The other guy drove the Integra, he liked it, and they kind of came to their agreement that they're both down to trade their whips. And in the case of these two cars, straight trade. The only thing they traded off from the cars is that he kept his wheels and the previous owner kept his wheels. But other than that, straight trade. They had about the same head unit. Granted, the other car is turbo. This one's all motor, and I'll show you guys underneath the hood here real quick. The car is wrapped, whatever this green is. It's a really nice color. I mean, the wrap not so great. Granted, there is 1,000 different pieces on here, right? But we do plan to try to rewrap this car a color of his choice. He actually likes this green, but you know, I don't know if we're going to keep this like this for a long while or just, you know, switch it out soon. But oddly enough, it's a green car to a green car. So kind of the same but different, right? But anyways, Civic wagon, I believe this is an 89 wagon. It does have some goodies in it. You know, suspension wise between this car and the other car is about the same. They both got coilovers, they both got camber kits. Nothing special, stock brakes for the most part. It has an exhaust system. This one's a little raspy. Yours was super quiet. Granted, it was also turbo, but for the most part complete. It has all the mud guards, which the rears are rare for the wagon. It has these visors, which I designed I don't know how many years ago. I originated the Civic wagon visors, in case you guys didn't know. But anyways, it's got visors, nice little appearance on the outside. It's got some crazy tint work on there. Angel eye headlights, you know, this is some eBay special. Surprisingly, they're like 250, 300 bucks. It does have a nice little front lip on there, and overall, if you look at it from like 10 feet, it looks really good. Don't get me wrong, but definitely needs a lot of work on the outside. But other than that, it's a running, driving car. I mean, we drove it yesterday when we went to go pick it up, and this thing's got some oomph. It drives really well, but we're definitely going to dive into the suspension stuff, check out what's all is in there, double check all the bolts, and change out some bushings and stuff to make this thing even more of a stiffer, no diddy ride. So inside the car is stock for the most part. This car is almond, right? So that means it has brown interior, and it just looks funky because it's got brown doors, tan everything, and then it's got green exterior, and then the engine bay. You guys are gonna get a good laugh out of that one. But anyways, it's got brown interior. It's got I believe these are Civic SI hatch seats, EF hatch seats, and they mounted up really nice, and they're pretty comfortable in here and sturdy too. So I'm not gonna open up the back door, but stock in the back for the most part. Sorry, it's dark in here. The tint is freaking crazy, and even this one is like halfway down the windshield. Definitely got to go, but clean in the back seat for the most part, and complete for the most part. So that's the interior, not too shabby. I mean, yours was pretty stock, pretty decent. You had tan interior in your car? You also had tan interior, so it's kind of like a almost the same characteristic trade-off. But you know, like I said, this is a wagon, that was an Integra, so pretty basic on the outside for the most part, right? Civic wagon is what he traded for. And then now let's go ahead and go underneath the hood. And what did he tell you this car had?
Built GSR.
A built GSR, right? Yeah, so supposedly it has a built GSR, but the numbers it made doesn't show that it's a built GSR. And the way it pulls really nice, don't get me wrong. What did you find out yesterday?
It's a fucking B20 V10.
It's not a GSR, guys. It's a freaking B20 B4 block with the VTEC head. This is like a B16 cylinder head or something, because the water neck is in the back. GSR would be in the front, so it's a B16 head.
Nothing GSR.
Yeah, so nothing in this engine is a GSR. It's a B20 VTEC, which is even better. I'm a B20 V guy, and it does pull really nice.
Yeah, but now we can't go for 600.
Yeah, so definitely not gonna be boosting a B20 VTEC. For me personally, if it's a stock sleeve B20 VTEC, I prefer to keep it all motor. And don't get me wrong, this thing runs really well. It has a B16 trans with an LS 5th gear. You found that out yesterday. It's got all the bolt-ons and everything. The engine bay is done really nicely, right? The only thing that kind of cracked me up a little bit is when I first popped the hood, I was like, oh, it's got a gray engine bay, until it didn't. And what I mean by that is because they painted it gray, but they left everything else tan. So I'm not entirely sure why I wouldn't say it's half-assed, but they half painted the engine bay. So that was the weirdest thing to me. I don't know why this ground is in this spot. It's in the wrong spot. This should be over here. But anyways, overall, it is for an amp. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. So anyways, it's a B20 VTEC with bolt-on B16 trans. Runs really well. It was tuned and it hybrid works. And what I was also told, I'm not sure if this is even true. I'm talking fast because I'm trying to beat the freaking weather here. The guy who owned this car currently right now, I'm not sure if this is true. If you watch the video, you let me know. The guy who owned this car currently owned Project Blueberry. Supposedly he's driving the blue hatch around where this guy was originally located from, and this was his previous car. I don't know, that's what he told me, and we're just gonna go with that. But B20 VTEC swapped Civic wagon, straight trade for the B20 turbo clapped out Integra. Let me know if you guys think that was a fair trade. At the end of the day, you're an EF guy, right? At the end of the day, he's an EF guy. The Integra was just something he got just for, you know, a gas guzzler saver, because you had the Jeep. The Jeep was taking up gas, so you got the Integra just to drive around, and then we boosted it, which still had good gas mileage, right? And then
and it was 25 bucks to fill up on the E.
And it was only $25 to fill up on the E. So when he saw this wagon up for sale, the first thing he said was the color. And then you wanted the wheels, but he kept the wheels. So that's another thing we're going to be trying to source later down the road, is the wheels that he wants for this car, to kind of resurrect what you used to have. So if you guys been on the channel for a couple of years, probably in the last 8 or 9 years, there was a white Civic wagon on the channel. I did a K24 swap in. That car was his. And you had it for a little while after he picked it up from me, but unfortunately, due to personal reason, he had to sell the car, so he didn't actually get to enjoy it. So he sold the car, and we found out it got completely parted out.
Yeah, the dude took out the motor like a week after he bought it.
Yeah, they took everything from it. And then the shell ended up in Salinas to one of my friend's house, who took all the power windows, and the car ended up in the junkyard, which is very unfortunate. I did a lot of work to that car for it to just be taken apart. So now, looping back into the Honda, because after that car, you went domestic. Yeah, now you got a second chance to do it all over again. And do we want to tell them what the game plan is, or should we just have them
come back and subscribe?
Oh, you heard him. He said you guys are gonna have to subscribe to the channel and see what all we have going on for this car coming in 2026. Right now, he's just gonna enjoy the car and start collecting parts, because it's gonna get a little expensive what we're trying to do with this car. But I will tell you, in 2026, if he holds up on his end, we're gonna be building him something that he's always wanted. And I know this is something he wants, because he jewels about my car every time. Every time he comes here, he's always asking me, you want to sell this? You want to sell it to me? You want to sell? No, bro, it's been 10 years. I'm not going to sell it to you. All right? You got your own wagon now, so now build your dream.
Still want that shit.
Nah. This car, I would chop it up before I sell it to anybody. I would chop this.
Well, let me know when you sell it. I want that shit back together.
Nah, I'm going to give it to like 20 different scrap metal guys. Come pick up pieces of the car. But anyways, the new car here that you guys are probably going to see moving into 2026 is this new 89 Civic wagon with a B20 VTEC that is the replacement to the clapped out Integra build. I guess we're carrying the legacy of that car into this chassis. Granted, it's still green color, it's still got the same wheels, it's got the brown interior, and the plan for what we're doing with this car was the plan you were going to do with the Integra.
Still Max P and Rod coilovers.
Oh, it's got the Max P and Rod T7 coilovers. I noticed it when we were checking it out. Dude, this thing rode freaking awesome last night. We were doing rips on the freeway and everything. This thing drove freaking solid. But we're going to continue his game plan that we were supposed to do for the clapped Integra into this car moving into 2026. So I hope you guys are ready for that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys want to follow along. Right now we're just going to grub up a little bit, and then I'm going to take you guys to the t-shirt table because I got a print in today, so I kind of want to show you guys a little bit on that. If you guys saw the previous video of me doing some paint work, guys, look at this. The thing has been drying here for a little bit now, and I need to move the table so I can get into my walk space. But dude, look at this. You felt it earlier, huh? The thing's wet, smooth. Dude, I bombed that clear on here, man. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Oh, let me know in the comments below, is this green or is it blue to you guys? Because I think he's colorblind. He keeps telling me that this is blue. The paint's obviously green, the car is obviously green, but he says blue. It's blue, nigga. I guess it looks so damn good you think it's blue, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and put that right there. Look at this piece right here, guys. Look at this. Look at this. I had this part too close to the heater, so I kind of dried it out, but a little cut and polish will fix that. The rest of it, super clean. Sure, there is a lot of little miscellaneous dirts all over this since I painted it outside, but dude, it looks so freaking good. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Can't wait for the entire engine bay looking like this. But anyways, I'm going to kick this off to the side for right now. We're going to grub real quick, and I'm going to talk about something really quickly that we just found out with YouTube, right? So I'm going to eat real quick. All right, guys, so before I actually get into this package right here, which has a bunch more prints, we just found something out real quick. So this guy was telling me, right, he just showed me on his phone that he was watching my Junkyard video, which was the latest video I just dropped, and he decided he wanted to wait, got home and watch on the bigger screen on his computer. And then he went to my channel to go find the video, and it wasn't even there.
I just showed the last where you blew up the motor thing.
Yeah, so the last one on his playlist,
3 videos behind.
Yeah, so the last video on his playlist on his computer on my channel was when it blew up on the dyno, which was like 3 videos ago. So he's telling me that the other 3 recent video doesn't show up. So I'm wondering what's going on with YouTube and why a lot of you guys don't watch the videos, and why I keep talking about how the views aren't there like they used to be. So I don't know what they're doing, some weird stuff with that, but we just found this out as well too. And he even showed it on his phone where he was like, yeah, I paused it here, and then you can see the little red mark on the bottom of the video of how long you watch it, or if you watch it all the way, it'll be fully red. It wasn't fully red because he was trying to find it on the big screen, couldn't find it. So something's weird with that. But anyways, back to t-shirt stuff real quick, guys. We had a whole plan today. We went to the Junkyard to try to cop headlights from that red wagon and the fuel sending unit, because they're specific to the wagon, from that same wagon for your car, because his gas gauge is like full all the time, even when it's empty. And he wants to get rid of those angel eye headlights and go back to the factory stuff, but the yard was closed, kind of shifted our plan for today. So we're back in the garage, and my package showed up right here, and I want to show you guys what's in here. I'm pretty sure this is the same print as the stuff I've shown you guys before, but I think just more of it. I'm not sure if there's different prints in here, because I ordered also from a different company just to have more inventory. So now for the jibber jabber, let's go ahead and open this thing up real quick. This is a 16 by, I believe, 30 feet, so it's gonna be pretty long. Cut away from yourself, not towards yourself. Oh, I'm so dead. ChatGPT is so funny, dude. Look at this. Like I caught it. Or I think that's what the game plan is gonna be. Oh man, is it the rain or is it the wind? Rain. Guys, I'm not entirely sure when I'm ready to drop these exclusive print. This video, when it drops, is going to be pretty far out from the day that I actually made it. So I'm thinking for me, it's going to be this Friday. By the time this video drop, I think it's already going to be like, I don't know, 2 weeks or something like that. But when I do drop it though, I'm pretty sure you guys will see it at the end of the previous videos, if not on the community post and or on Instagram as well too. But I want to show you guys some of the new prints. Not all of them is here yet, but 2 of them on the table is new, and a lot of it are just refills of the previous design. So the very first one you guys saw out of the roll is the FlipRX CRX. If you guys remember this build series, I bought the CRX for the hood, and the hood is on the H2B CRX, right? And then I was like, well, I don't know what I'm gonna do with the car, so I looked around, had a bunch of spare parts, and decided to build an LS VTEC turbo. Now when I sold the car, I sold it all motor, which is why it only has the LS VTEC in it. But this was a turbo setup. It was called the FlipRX, which is why you guys see the money signs in the background. I sold this car to a friend who passed it around, and I believe this car is currently up for sale in Fresno or in LA. I think it's in LA now. The guy in Fresno sold it, the guy in LA bought it. And this was the FlipRX series. I figured I'd do a little print on this one. And the other print that's new is my wagons. I did a cartoon version of the wagon right here, which I printed in a different video. Right, looks freaking awesome. But then I just kind of re-rendered a more realistic version of it. And if you guys don't know, if you guys are OGs or if you guys know me personally, my wagon is called the Bulldog. The color represents Spike from Tom and Jerry, and it's beefy. Like when it's on slicks, it just looks like a damn bulldog. And if you guys don't know, me personally, my nickname was a Bulldog growing up. From all my uncles and his friends and everything, they call me Abu Dog. Again, if you guys are Cambodian, you guys know that in the beginning of the name, Abu Dog. That's what they used to call me. And again, I was a fan of Spike. So the car is called the Bulldog, which is why I have the Bulldog on the top re-rendered. This one looks freaking awesome because it has all the details of the K Turbo that's in my car. And this is a new one I just printed. And then the rest of the roll was just extra. So I only had about 4 of these guys. Now I got 8 of them. I only had a couple of I believe there's a couple of, well, I have 14, 13 now because of that one. Oh, and then it was just 8 of this one. And then I have some Young Static logos. This right here is what I printed to fill up the gang sheet. I'm not entirely certain about the font, but I mean, it's clear enough to see, right? But I did these just to fill up the gang sheet. Other than that, Project Blueberry, La Ponda, Wagon, my red all-wheel drive CRX, blue all-wheel drive CRX, my FlipRX CRX, and I believe on the other sheet that's coming in has, no, actually, this one's not going to be an exclusive. It has another wagon and it has EK sedan, and I believe it has, I'll show it to you guys when I get that print. I think it comes in about 2 days, but as far as the exclusive drop goes, by the time you guys see this video, I'm pretty sure I've already started the runs on them. So I hope you guys hop on board. I know that everything here is all EF, guys. I've only built EF mainly here on the channel. Got Project Blueberry. Let me know if you guys want to see something like maybe my cousin's right-hand drive EK sedan prints, t-shirt print. I did have a EJ2 Civic Coupe. That wasn't anything crazy. It was just a B20 swap. Let me know if you guys want to see some DA or DB content, my cousin's Turbo Integras and stuff. I don't know. I'm just trying to have other ranges of varieties instead of just pure EF stuff. But for the EF guys, I mean, if you guys want to support me, man, I appreciate y'all for real. So anyways, this video kind of ran around all over the place today. We were trying to work on the wagon, try to go to the junkyard. Unfortunately, that whole entire plan shifted. So I guess this video is now just a introduction to my buddy's new Civic wagon, and we're going to be doing a lot of work to it once he is ready to rock and roll, and we're definitely going to be taking you guys along for that ride. But I am going to wrap up this video right here. I'm going to do some fun t-shirt printing right now off camera and just kind of chillax the rest of my night. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one. If you guys did, be sure to leave a thumbs up, and if you guys want to stick around for more EF2 content, because I'm going to dive into it once the rain stops, and we're going to try to get it painted. So if you guys want to stick around and see that, be sure to hit that subscribe button. But with that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.